Good morning, although it's almost past morning here. It's 11:16, and I'm still trying to get out the door to go do my shopping. um, I told you yesterday in my video, which I was wearing the same shirt. Yep, same sweater. But all I did after I put the sweater on yesterday basically was take a nap and then hang out in my chair. So I figured that sweater can get another day's wear. Okay, I did take a nap yesterday. Oh, what a nap. I think I slept for 2.5 hours. So when I woke up, I just felt so much better. It's like I needed that extra long nap to finally boot the cold out. Although there is still a cough from time to time, and but I'm feeling so much better. So, didn't get all that much done yesterday um, because of taking a 2.5 hour nap. But after the nap, I did get productive. I got my puzzle quota done and I finished the third dinosaur. Now, with this guy, I had a problem sewing the head on because I put the eyes too far back and too low. So there was very little room left to sew the head on. I was practically sewing his mouth onto the neck. So I need to be more careful about that. But thank you for those who suggested dark purple with the light purple. I think he looks really cute despite my mistakes. And hopefully, like tomorrow, I might be able to get him up on the blog. We'll see. Today, it's one of those days when I just sat there thinking, oh, I've got to do this, I've got to do this, I've got to do this. I actually typed my to-do list into an Excel spreadsheet and prioritized and then sorted it by the priorities. So I think I ended up with 18 things on the list. I've only gotten one, two, three, 3.25 done. Like one has 4 points. So I'm getting there. One of the things was to empty out the car. That's why the room looks more crowded. And to start a mock-up for Saturday's show. Saturday's show, I will have one table. So I'm going to focus on getting bestsellers. Just bestsellers, stuff I think is going to sell on the table. I did get an Etsy order yesterday. The funny thing is, at the show, the box of donut holes, around here we call them Timbits because of Tim Hortons. The Timbits were getting so much attention. And then after the show, I got an order for Timbits. So I'm wondering if someone who came to the show, like, called someone in Connecticut, I think the order came from, and said, "Oh, you should have seen your kid loves donut holes. We had donut holes at the show," and gave her my Facebook or my Etsy shop listing. But going through the Timbits that I had ready, I only have the chocolate and the powdered, so I have to make a plain 2 birthday cake, which are multicolored sprinkles, and then one that's just regular sprinkles. So, I mean, those work up so fast. That will get done. And behind me here, I have piles of stuff. I want to get some Etsy listings up today. I'm going to do an Etsy listing for breakfast foods and have the waffle, the egg, and the avocado toast. And I got all my pumpkins out. They need to go into an Etsy listing too. So, I also need to go shopping. But I'm thinking I can make just a quick trip. I was going to do banking, and then I'm like, I can switch that over to Thursday and do that on Thursday. So I think I got it. The axolotls, these little axolotls, I need to get that updated. Okay. I wanted to answer a question. Someone had asked on yesterday's or Friday's video, what is kombucha? Kombucha is a fermented tea beverage that has a lot of probiotics in it. I was diagnosed with IBS, irritable bowel syndrome, probably 25 years ago. And they just told me, have more fiber, have more fiber. It wasn't helping. More whole grain breads wasn't helping. Well, then I went on a very strict diet for weight loss that was gluten-free and high protein, all this. And after a few months on that, someone brought donut holes into work. And I was like, I have been doing so well. I can just have one little donut hole and then go right back on my diet, and I'm not going to, blow the whole thing. Having that one little donut hole with gluten in it, within like 20 minutes of eating it, I was doubled over in pain and had to run to the ladies' room multiple times for the whole afternoon. And it was like, oh, I think I need to be gluten-free. So going gluten-free has helped to ease the symptoms, but not completely remove them. I still have issues from time to time. And I found that having a kombucha every morning helps like get the probiotics into my system and keep things fairly normal. Although I've been having some issues for the past few days. It's probably stress related from Saturday's show. So food issues can be a trigger. Stress can be a trigger. When I'm eating properly, a balanced diet, and having my kombucha every morning, usually I can be symptom free for weeks on end. Okay, I answered that question. So, going through a bottle a day when I go shopping, I usually make sure I have enough for the week to come. There are some stores I can get to. If I can get to a Whole Foods, they have such an incredible selection of kombuchas. But the nearest one is like close to 20 miles out in the north towns, so I don't get there very often. Trying to think what else I was going to talk about. I need to go make some donut holes. And I found my pattern. I found a pattern for an eggplant. And I have the yarn. Oh, backing up. Last night, because I took a 2.5-hour nap, I slept from like 3 in the afternoon, 2:30. Maybe it was a 3-hour nap. I woke up at 5:15. So around 11 o'clock, I'm like, I'm still awake. I've got all this energy. I went through my scrap yarn bins and I caked everything up. They show? No, they're behind here. Now I've got 3 trays of my scrap yarn, all neatly wound and sorted by color. So if I need like a little bit of pink for a project, if I can get past this table, I can just go to that one bin and find it. So yay for progress. Okay, well, this is going to be a short video because speaking of IBS and having issues for the past few days, I need to stop right now. So bye-bye.